Belize, Honduras, and Guatemala brace for the impact of Iris. It's the strongest Atlantic hurricane this season, and it's set to make landfall this evening. We'll have an update on where it could unleash flooding and mudslides, plus a look at Tropical Storm Jerry coming up.
This year's annual balloon fiesta lifted off under clear skies in Albuquerque, New Mexico. The picture is beginning to change, and we do have some isolated thunderstorms popping up. We'll let you know how they're going to affect the fiesta.
Plus, the Pacific system is producing snow showers in the Cascades and the Olympic Mountains. We'll have the details, plus the national forecast just ahead.
Well, hello, a happy Monday to you. Welcome to Weather Center. I'm Jim Cantore.
And I'm Jeanetta Jones. Thanks for joining us. We are very concerned about Hurricane Iris, and as we turn to that hurricane, it's powerful, and it's heading towards Belize. Hurricane Iris could make landfall in the Central American nation tonight. We spoke with Saeed Musa, the Prime Minister of Belize. He tells us evacuations are underway.
We have opened the hurricane shelters, and we are carrying out mass evacuation of people along the keys, the islands, and the coastal areas of Belize, from Belize City all the way south to Punta Gorda. The evacuation is moving along very steadily and very orderly. And of course, our National Emergency Management Organization has been meeting, and a national state of emergency has been declared.
And now we take a look at the coordinates on Hurricane Iris. As of 2 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time, winds were still at 140 miles an hour, a Category 4 on the Stafford-Simpson scale, which makes it very, very powerful. It's moving very rapidly towards the west at 21 miles per hour. So not expecting a whole lot of changes before it makes landfall. If it does weaken, it may only weaken just a tiny bit. A lot of watches and warnings. These are the tropical storm warnings in effect, and of course we have hurricane warnings in effect for the northern fringes of the Yucatan Peninsula, a little farther to the south from the Mexico-Belize border, all the way around the Honduras border. We are talking about hurricane warnings, so this could impact Belize, Honduras, as well as Guatemala. We're talking about a storm surge that could be 12 to 14 feet, maybe even higher than that. In addition to that, of course, the heavy rainfall, the mudslides, the flash flooding, and of course the strong winds as this thing plows into the area late tonight, early tomorrow morning. We're going to be monitoring the situation very closely. Our hurricane expert, Dr. Steve Lyons, is here. We'll be going to him for updates throughout the evening. You'll want to stay tuned, but clearly you can see the eye visible right there as it gets closer and closer to the coastline. Now here's Jim.
Powerful hurricane indeed, Jeanetta. There was no rain on the Columbus Day Parade in New York today, but there was extra security, obviously due to America's action in Afghanistan. Today, temperatures are cool in the Apple, and they will continue to struggle to get up there on the thermometer this afternoon. As a matter of fact, if you are out and about and you are going to be outside away from the sunshine, make sure you bundle up because it's going to feel a lot cooler than it actually is. So even though we have sunshine in many locations across the Northeast today, that wind is, and the fact that we have dry air here is definitely creating quite the bite. But it is a beautiful high pressure, if you will. It's been a beautiful day in Boston after some morning snow showers moving on through. How about that? We had some snow last night in the Adirondacks and across northern Vermont. And I'll tell you, one of the prettiest pictures I've ever seen was from the Robert Trent Jones Jr. developed Sugarloaf Golf Course up here in Maine, where they had beautiful fall color down on the golf course, and then in the background, this great shot of Sugarloaf with some new snow on it. So just a great picture, and I'm sure that is very similar to what we're seeing this morning, or saw this morning. Again, Boston, no, don't worry, all the rain showers are well offshore here, but do be worried about the fact that our 40s and 50s are feeling more like 30s and 40s, and certainly as the sun goes down, temperatures will continue to cool as we work our way into tonight. Definitely a cool time ahead and through here. All right, our water vapor image continues to show the trough over this part of the country. Definitely some cooler times ahead up in this neck of the woods. Jeanetta?
Frost and freeze warnings are in effect in portions of North Carolina, and that includes Raleigh, where you'll need to protect your plants tonight. These fruits and vegetables at the farmers market survive the chill. Folks are dressed warmly as they shop for produce. Temperatures dip to the low 30s as the mercury is going to be rebounding, and we think we're going to reach a high around the 60-degree mark. So get ready for plenty of sunshine. As we take it to the west, we're talking about some cloudy skies into the Pacific Northwest, and that's where we have a trough in place, and of course it's cooler there, and we're seeing some scattered showers. So we are going to have to watch out for the slick places on the roadways. In the southwest, we may see some strong thunderstorms actually popping up in Arizona, as well as New Mexico and Colorado. So be prepared for that. Already, we're starting to see some action here into Tucson, as well as Flagstaff. And we take you a little farther to the east into Albuquerque, and yes, those showers and thunder showers are starting to pop up. So something to be watching out for across the Intermountain West. As we watch this trough, it will move on across. Yes, we have some snow because it's a lot cooler behind this trough, and the snow levels will be dropping to about the 4,000-foot level into parts of the Cascades. Temperatures are only in the 50s in Seattle, and we're looking at 58 degrees right now in Lander, Wyoming. However, we've got the warmer temperatures out ahead of the front in the 70s in Denver, and it's about 83 degrees right now in Phoenix, Arizona, 70s in Las Vegas. So cooler stuff definitely in place behind that system. Now here's Jim.
All right, Jeanetta, a Pacific system, as you mentioned, producing some snow showers in the mountains. But as we take you out into Afghanistan, we want to check on the weather for you due to our military action and concerns out there. And all in all, there is nothing that we see today or even tomorrow that would hinder any kind of United States military action out there. You can see the satellite picture. There is a weak system up to the north of Afghanistan, but for the most part, that is not bothering any of the efforts at all. And as we take you on down to show you some of the temperatures in the forecast for Tuesday, Kabul and also Islamabad, basically seasonable here, 72 and 88 respectively. So all in all, looking pretty good weather-wise for our concerns that we need to have out there. All right, back to the United States, a pretty cool forecast in the east, especially tonight. Many a frost and freeze advisory. Let's find out why with Jeanetta.
Yeah, we do have the potential for quite a lot of cold weather tonight along the eastern seaboard. It was cold this morning in the southeast. It's going to be another cold one tonight in the southeast as high pressure is pretty much in control. So we'll have light winds and clear skies and a little bit of radiational cooling going on. And so that's going to help those temperatures plummet. The only problem in the southeast would be this old front that is clearing through parts of Florida, but we still have that flow that's moving in from the Atlantic. Yeah, the high has a clockwise flow of moisture around it, flow of wind, so that onshore flow produces that possibility of scattered showers from Daytona Beach to Vero Beach to West Palm Beach. And we're expecting showers and thunder showers to be the case for your rush hour commute. Another system rolling on through the Midwest could lead to more scattered showers in the Midwest. We are going to find some wet roadway conditions for your rush hour commute in Iowa as well as Wisconsin and even portions of Minnesota. Across the Southwest, I talked about those showers and thunderstorms possible. That's what we're going to have to watch out for. And the trough that is moving on across the Pacific Northwest is going to be giving way to some showers and possibly even some snow in the higher elevations. Do look out for the cooler weather moving in behind this front. Out ahead of it, it's not going to be too bad tomorrow morning. However, the rush hour commute does not look too good for you in Chicago or even back into Kansas City and St. Louis. High pressure in control, and as we mentioned, a lot of frost and freeze advisories in effect for you along the eastern seaboard. So that's going to mean a very cold start to the day for folks along the East Coast, basically, but especially in the New England area where we may even have some record lows. Yes, we're going to see a little bit of snow in the Cascades, possibly an inch or two, and that shows you that we do have some cooler weather on the way. Do expect a warm day today into the Central Plains, but that's going to be changing as we've got the cooler air that will be moving in, and look at how cold it's going to be in the Northeast tonight.
Fall has arrived, no doubt about it. Folks, again, talking about Iris, we want to show you a satellite picture here. Very dangerous situation. Even though this is small in size, do not be fooled. A dangerous night tonight. Dr. Steve Lyons coming up in just about 15 minutes to tell us all about it. Stay tuned for that.
Why is